and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, the good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope well today, hope you're feeling grand, and all's going well. Hello there, everybody. Extra for this week, everybody, because I have been sent this for review. This is the Triungulo. I never know how to say that properly. Triungulo, I'm going to say it like that because I'm just going to butcher it either way, aren't I? So this is the Triungulo Labs WHX wah pedal. And this is basically their copy of the legendary Ibanez WH10 wah-wah pedal, made famous by my hero and many people's heroes, Mr. John Frusciante. So this is their version. I say this has been very, very kindly sent to me to review and have fun with and have a play around with, and I'm very, very grateful. So thank you very much indeed. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of this pedal today, because there are both. And Will, when he sent me this, said I want an honest review, which I always give honest reviews anyway. You know, I don't see the point in kind of trying to mislead people. I don't think it's honest. I don't think that's right, and I just don't think it's fair. So I will give it an honest review on this today, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing with it. So, let's start with the features on the thing. So on the front, you have a master volume on this pedal. So that's an add-on, basically. That's a new thing. That's a new mod. And then the rest is basically exactly the same as the WH10. So on the side here, you've got your depth control. And then in there, tiny little switch, that flips the pedal from the guitar mode to the bass mode, much in the same way as the WH10 would. But the WH10 switch is on the side here. In all fairness, I find this switch really annoying, because I like to be able to do it on the fly. I did it in the intro jam, and you can see me do it. I flip it from the guitar mode to the bass mode. But trying to get in there on the fly and flick it back is difficult, because my finger gets trapped, and I can't quite re-switch. And to get it back from the bass mode to the guitar mode is very difficult, actually. So I don't like that, personally. I definitely prefer the switch on the side. It's easy to get to. Because when the switch is back in the bass mode, that bolt, the retaining bolt that goes through the pivot of the thing, it makes it kind of hard to get to. And I like to be able to flip it really quick and easy. In all fairness, I would love an Ibanez wah to be modded with like an external out, so you could flip it via foot switch. You know, you could have an external foot switch coming out of this thing, and you can just flip it between it without having to use the switch. You can just have another foot switch somewhere, so you can do it on the fly without having to kind of go down and do it. You can do it with your feet. That'd be wicked. But anyway, other than that, this wah pedal is immense. And also, by the way, I will do a comparison bit between this, the Ibanez V2 and the Ibanez V3 in the coming months. I will do a comparison video, I promise. But in my opinion, the master volume is not needed. I don't get it. I know a lot of people have trouble with volume jumps with these kind of wah-wah pedals, but again, I'm of the brain pattern. Again, this is just me. I'm just talking me here. I'm always of the brain pattern of, like, you know, if you give these wah pedals what they want, which is that dirty, clean tone, as long as you don't give them like a sparkly, clean, you know, Hank Marvin Shadows tone, these wah pedals will be happy. If you give them that overdrive and, you know, make your amp kind of compress and kind of like, you know, just give it that kind of John Frusciante dirty clean, then you don't need the master volume, because it controls it. You know, you don't need anything in the way of this thing to make it behave. So I've just got the master volume turned up to 10. I immediately did that at the get-go, and I haven't touched it since. It will stay there until the end of time. Anyway, so I don't really. I get why it's there. I'm sure it makes the pedal more versatile. But, like, you know, for me, I've never really had any problems with it. To be honest with you, I've never really, you know, because of what I want to use it for is that kind of like John Frusciante thing anyway. And my clean tone is like John Frusciante's anyway. That's the idea. That's kind of pointless for me. So the switch under the foot pedal is amazing. It's a proper, really awesome switch. The turning it off and on is not hard. It's got a really satisfying click. When you turn this wah pedal on with your foot, it's really satisfying to turn on. I don't know why. It's like the Vox Silvertop that's sat over there. When you turn them on, it's just like, yeah. For some reason it feels good. I don't know why, but it just does. That's a bit weird. Switch is good. I'll talk about it in a sec. This wah pedal is a beast. It's an absolute powerhouse of a wah. I would say this has got more power than the V2. Only a little bit. But I would say it's got a little bit more power than the V2. It's very, very powerful. Very, very powerful wah-wah pedal. I don't know if it's got more travel. It doesn't feel like it's got more travel in the foot pedal to the V2, but it's definitely got more... when you're toe down, it's got more treble. Without doubt, it's got more treble. And it's definitely got more kind of like output, so to say. But the thing is, I always run the depth dial on full whack anyway. When I get into the sound examples a minute of me playing it just on its own and showing it just on its own, I will mess with the depth dial. I'll start with it all the way down and then turn it all the way up. Like, we'll go in increments of like, so when we start kind of messing around with it in a minute in sound examples, it'll be all the way down and then we'll turn it to 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then all the way up. So, but it's a powerhouse. It's an amazing wah pedal. It's really expressive. Like I say, hopefully you can hear that in the intro jam. It's a super expressive wah pedal. I mean, that is one thing I love about the Ibanez wahs, is their expressiveness. It's one thing I don't like about like pedals like Crybabies. I don't feel that, for me, there's just no expression in them. But like, whereas the Ibanez wahs and the Vox Silvertop and this thing, they're just full of expression, which is awesome. It really, you can really articulate things well with it. I love it. So yeah, that's awesome. Love the boost light. It's got a great LED on the side as well to show you that it's on. I like having LEDs on wah pedals, or in pedals in general. I like to know when pedals are on, especially wah pedals. It's really cool. Like I say, the bass function on this wah pedal is amazing. The guitar function is amazing. Just don't like where that switch is. It's just really fiddly and hard to get to, and I just don't like where that switch is. I'd much preferred it on the side, to be honest with you. Even if it kind of stuck out the side, I'd prefer it to where it is. It looks cool in there, because it's kind of hidden and out the way, but I just don't like it there. So it's a usual thing, 9-volt input output. I haven't actually looked, but that's normally the tuner out on the Ibanez. I don't know if it is on this thing. Right, now, so yeah, everything about this pedal is awesome, but like I say, there are downsides, that switch, and another one being, this is plastic. Now, Will says on his website that kind of, it's plastic because him having played the original V1 and I think he's got V1 and stuff like that, he says whenever he put this circuit into a metal housing, it never sounded the same. So it didn't sound like it took away some of the Ibanez wariness, if you will. So that's the reason he's done it in a plastic housing, to not only stay true to original, but also he says that it sounds different if you put this guts into a metal housing. Personally, I would disagree, because having played the black original V1 and also having played this one, there's not, like I say, there's only about 5% difference between this and my V2 for me personally, and the V2's metal housing. So I would disagree there, but that's just me. I don't really feel the plastic adds anything. What it does do is scare me. And this is my major negative, if you will, of this pedal. Will it break? Because the original Ibanez wahs were plastic, and they break because they just do. I mean, you think about your foot's on this thing, and when you get a bit carried away, you can smash this thing, and is it going to snap? Hopefully not. But people of the tube, this is now on my pedal board for the foreseeable future. And I'm going to treat this no differently to my V2 and my Vox Silvertop, which means I'm going to stand on it very heavily, because I can do that. I mean, I like to be able to put all my weight on a wah pedal. Fair enough, I don't have a lot of weight. Look at me, I'm a stick. But I like to be able to really put a lot of weight onto the wah pedal. I really like to be able to hit the thing and kick it. I do it. I mean, I do it with DS. I do it with all my pedals. I hit them quite hard with my feet, and so we're gonna see. I'm gonna give this trial by fire. It's on my board now. I mean, it's on my board because I love the sound of it as well. But I want to give it trial by fire. I want to see if it'll break, and I'm not gonna baby it. That's one of the things I'm not gonna do with it. I am gonna basically use it the same way I would any other wah, and then if it breaks, people tube, I'll let you know. And that is my major concern with this pedal. Is the plastic. It just bothers me, and it creaks much in the same way the original does. You know what I mean? And authenticity-wise, it's exactly like, you know, an original. You know, they creak and they groan and they, you know, they crack and stuff like that, and the plastic moves. And but that terrifies me personally. So I'm just gonna do it trial by fire. You know, if it breaks, I'll let you know. Let's hope it doesn't, because I love it. But if it does, it does. You know, and I think that's an important thing to know. But yeah, other than that, it's really, really cool. I love the purple base. It's actually, for some reason, it looks blue on the camera, but it's actually purple and black. I think it looks really cool. I don't know. It looks blue on the camera. That's really weird. Or is it blue? Are my eyes seeing it as... No, it's got to be purple. I don't know, people. This is weird now. It looks blue on the camera. It's actually purple. I'm going mad. Anyway. But anyway, yeah, so major negatives. Don't see the point in the master volume control. Just me. Don't see the point in that switch being in there. It's really hard to get to, and it's really stiff as well. Don't really like the plastic housing. It scares me to death. They're the negatives. Pluses, sounds amazing. The depth dial's amazing. Feels amazing under your foot. When you turn it on, it feels great. And my God, does it sound good? And is it expressive? It's so good. Anyway, this is a great wah wah pedal, just with worries, basically. And they're big worries for me. But like I say, I'm going to give it trial by fire. I'm not going to treat it I'm not going to baby this. I'm not going to treat it any other way than I would any of my wah pedals. So if I stand on this one day and the pedal snaps, then I'll let you know. Anyway, people of Tube, I think that's enough whiffle waffle about this. But honestly, massive thanks to Triungulo Labs for sending me this pedal to try. I love it. It's really awesome. It's a great sounding wah wah pedal. I will do a comparison between this, my V2 and a V3 at some point. It won't be for a bit yet, but I will do a comparison between the three and let you know which one I prefer after I haven't actually comparisoned these yet. And I say this is an extra video yet, so I haven't got round to it. But yeah, so anyway, people tube, yes. So let's plug it back in. Let me show you some sound examples of this thing. So we're going to start on the guitar mode. We're going to start with the depth dial all the way down. I'm going to have my jackhammer on all the time because, as I say, that's my clean tone. I will, at the end of the sound examples, what I will do is I will turn the jackhammer off and show you the master volume as well, just to show you on a clean zone tone. But yeah, so we're going to start with depth all the way down, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way up. And then I'll show you the same thing with the bass mode. And then, like I say, I'll turn the jackhammer off, turn the master volume down a bit, and show you the master volume on a super, super clean sound. Okay, so anyway, yeah, let's go. And all the way up. Okay, so flipping over to the bass mode now. Whoop. Okay, so this is bass mode with the dial all the way down on 0, and then we'll turn it up gradually again. So it'll be 9, 12, 3, and then all the way up. Okay, 9 o'clock. Bass mode at 12. And all the way up. Okay, so going back to guitar mode, if I can, again. There we go. I think we're in. Yeah. Okay, back to guitar mode. Turn the jackhammer off now. Show you the volume jump. Okay, so turn the master volume down by a quarter. Okay, people, there you go. There's the Triungulo Labs WHX wah-wah pedal. Showing you with all different positions on the depth dial, bass and guitar mode, showing the master volume as well, which again, I just don't think it needs it, personally. Like I say, I mean, I know without it you get the big volume jump, but personally for me, these wah pedals don't shine through a crystal clean amp. You know, personally, if you're wanting kind of like a wah pedal to shine for a perfectly crystal clean kind of guitar sound, you want something like the Vox Silvertop. You know, I think these shine and work better personally when they're run through that dirty clean tone. Personally, but again, it's just me. It's just, you know, just my opinion. That's the way I prefer it personally. I just feel as soon as you start running these through a clean sound and dialing down this master volume, you lose the character of the Ibanez wah. You know, you want that big kind of like power wah. You know, I've always thought these things of these things like a power wah. So I feel you start losing that once you kind of run it through a clean sound, especially dialing down on the master volume. I just don't like it. It feels weird, personally to me. But I understand why it's there. Just for me personally, it's a pointless thing. It's much in the same way as V3's got the buffered and the true bypass switch. I just don't see the point. But again, just me, just my opinion. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything to anybody but me. But but in the thing of being honest, that's the way I feel about it. Like I say, the switch on the side there, it doesn't. I don't like that as much. To be honest with you, I'd like to shift it. I'm really tempted to just drill a hole in the side and move the switch so it's on the outside, which I might do. People of the tube, it won't be too hard. I say, so with it just being plastic, you just drill a hole, put it in there, stick it out the side, and all jobs are good. But yeah, other than that, this wah pedal sounds immense. Like I say, it's super expressive. And it sounds like a WH10. It really does. It sounds like a WH10. It sounds great, feels great. It's easy to turn off and on, which is always a good thing. Like I say, the plastic housing, how much it creaks and groans and squeaks like that, freaks me out. Because I'm afraid I'm going to break it. But like I said, I am going to give this trial by fire. I'm not going to baby this. I want to know. I need to know if it's going to stand up, or is in a week's time is it going to go through and snap? I want to know what the deal is. So I'm not going to treat this any differently to how I do my Ibanez 10 V2 and my Vox Silvertop, or any of the wah pedals I've ever owned. I'm going to treat it much in the same way as I do them ones. And I say, if it breaks, people tube, I will let you know. But I say, it's a wicked wah pedal, and I'm so grateful to be sent this to review and demo. It's really cool, and I love it. I love the way it looks as well. I love the two-tone. I think that's super cool. Like I say, it's purple to me here, but it looks blue on the camera. That's really weird. I'm going to start asking people, what colour you see in the bass as? Because I'm seeing it as purple. Ah, weird. Anyway, PeopleTube, I hope this was an interesting video. Like I said, a little extra video this week. As I said, I wanted to get the demo of this out fairly quickish. Because, I say, Will's been very, very kind enough to send me this, so I'm very, very grateful. And I say I wanted to get a review done on it, because it's a wicked wah-wah pedal. And like I say, I will do a comparison between this V2 and V3 in the future, and then I'll let you know which one my favourite is, because at this point in time I can't tell you, because I haven't done that yet. So, it would be guesstimates, and I don't want to do guesstimates. I'd rather be honest with you. But like I say, this wah pedal does seem to be a little bit more powerful than the V2, by a little bit. You know, little bit, not a great deal. But yeah, anyway, PeopleTube, let me know what you think to this. Let me know if you've got one of these and how you're finding it. And also, like I say, there are pros and cons to this pedal. Definitely, you know, much in the same way there are is anything really. But I'm just worried about it being plastic. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you could hear it through the mic when I was manipulating it, but it squeaks all the time. And, you know, I'm sure I can get rid of that by putting a bit of oil in there. You know, it would shut it up, I'm sure of it. But it does make a lot of noise. And when you stand on this thing for the first time, especially if you're kind of like me, if you're used to kind of metal wah-wah pedals like the Vox and the Crybabies and the Ibanez V2, it's metal, where you can really hammer them. Standing on something like this is a little bit disconcerting. When I got sent the V1, the black V1, to try, other than that video, other than the day it arrived and the video I did on the V1, I never touched it again because I was too afraid I would break it. And because it was an original and it wasn't mine, I was like, I'm just not going to use it. So I literally used it twice and then put it away. And that's the same way I feel about this one in a way, as I feel terrified I'm going to break it. And because it sounds so cool, I'm terrified about breaking it. But at the same time, if it breaks, it breaks. You know what I mean? Because I need to know. I just want to know in the what's the word? Well, in essence, being kind of like, you know, honest with these things. Like I say, because if it does go, then I'll let you know, kind of thing. So say. Anyway, but that does worry me. It really does worry me. Other than that, wicked wah-wah. Sounds amazing. Feels amazing. Love it to bits. Massive thanks to Will at Triungulo for sending this. Link is in the description box below. It's wicked. It's really cool. I really do like it. And I got a very, very nice thing on the back from Will. So, yeah, thank you very much indeed. Joy and inspiration. Definitely. Yes. Yes. It's definitely doing that. It does bring me worry as well. But I say, it's all I mean, that squeaky squeaks. But anyway, there's a mouse in there. Because we all know guitar pedals work by little mice inside working the controls. Anyway, I've gone weird. But yeah, anyway, PeopleTube, I hope you enjoyed this vid. I'll see you again tomorrow for a Q&A. The beard will be back. Because I just film and film and film and end up with stacks of videos. Anyway, yeah, filmaholic. Anyway, workaholic, should we say. So, yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this vid, everybody, on the Triungulo Labs WHX wah-wah pedal. Really awesome. Does the WH10 thing, definitely. And, yeah, sounds great. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Massive thanks to Will for sending this. And see you again. Goodbye now. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Goodbye. Ha ha.